All right, folks, it's another episode of the Gary and Mark Show, and I'm Gary.
And I'm Mark.
And we're coming to you not live.
But we are live.
We're live at DuPont State Recreational Forest.
The only state recreational forest in the state.
Yeah.
And we are here because it is National Trails Day.
Public Lands
Day. Fourth Saturday of September. And if you've heard any of our previous 4 episodes, you've heard us come from here. So I don't know when people are going to be listening to this, but it's September right now as we record. So
yeah,
we can't give you any news of the day because it would be old news by then. But we have a great guest with us to wrap this up. This is episode 51, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing to
all these surprise visits we've had. They
have been surprised.
And Kirsten, what's the last?
McDonald.
Kirsten McDonald. We're going to be easy on her because you said this is your second month working here.
But by the time this comes out, it's going to be your 4th month.
It sounds like it.
Yeah,
All
it could
right.
be the 5th month.
And you might feel like it's been the 5th month when the interview's over.
So we're going to, yeah, that's right.
But
I'll risk it.
All right, so we want to welcome, with our crowd here, it's gotten bigger and bigger as the day's gone on, Kirsten McDonald, Information and Education Supervisor for DuPont State Recreational Forest.
there you go.
All right, thank you, Kirsten, for coming and joining us today.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
And she's never heard of us.
No.
That is a pretty common
It is.
theme today. People said, what? Who are you? And even though we've given them cards and swag, they still aren't sure who we were. But we're happy you could be here. This has been a big festival.
It's great to be here on the Gary and Mark Show.
There you go. She had to look at the cards.
Yeah.
A piece of paper.
What are their names?
Yeah,
Who are these
that's right.
people?
All right, but here's a true test. Which one's Gary and which one's Mark?
Gary is that one, and Mark is that one.
There you go. And
That's right,
for you
because-
folks on radio, that's one on the left and one on the right.
That's right.
Yeah.
We actually usually have a video camera set up today, but it was too complicated to do all this with people walking around. So
we didn't have our makeup people.
That's right. Our makeup would have fallen off by this time of day. So we're so happy to have Kirsten here. So what are your duties as information and I mean, we kind of guess, but what would you say your main job would be here?
So as the Education Information Supervisor, I do everything from planning special events, writing press releases, working on the website. I worked recently with Netflix when they came to film.
Who are they filming?
Yeah.
What are they filming?
Yeah.
It was part of it's a series that they're filming. They filmed a scene from episode 1, season 1, and a scene from episode 1, season 1, episode 7. So it was two episodes, 2 scenes that are going to occur many weeks apart.
Of what's the name of the show?
It's a new show. It's called Echoes.
And it's about people lost in the woods?
It's about 2 twin sisters, and that's about all I know.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's like fiction. It's not.
It's absolutely fiction.
Wow.
Well,
this place has been had a lot of film.
I was going to say, you know some major Hollywood films were filmed in this area, right?
Absolutely.
Do you remember the names of some of those?
Last of the Mohicans and the Hunger Games.
There you
number
go.
1.
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans and Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those. I know part of the Mohicans was over at Chimney Rock State Park, too.
Yeah, and that's back when I was in outdoor retail, and they had a big storm one day, and the next day all the camera crew came in and bought all of our Gore-Tex parkas.
That's the way.
Boom.
Gary used to be in charge of sales and other things at Diamond Brand Outdoors.
Well, I was long gone. Well,
So, Kirsten, you're relatively new to this job, but have you been with the State Forest Service before this? Or is this?
I have not. Previously, I was a media coordinator at an elementary school in Buncombe County.
Well, how about that? Which school?
I was at Emma Elementary School.
I know it well. I was a teacher for 37 years, and most of it in Asheville, but not. I was in private school, but I knew of Emma and all those schools up there.
Very good.
So, are you a teacher then? I guess it sounds like you were a teacher at one point.
Librarian.
Okay.
And I've had a career in public relations and marketing. I was the director of marketing at a hospital a long time ago. So this sort of brings together everything, my background in PR and marketing and my background in education.
And so where would your office be out here? We're seeing nothing but trees and grass. So where would your office be?
So they're in the process of renovating a building over on Lake Julia, and that's where a lot of offices are going to be. So right now I'm in the storage room in the basement of the visitor center.
Well, you can't beat that.
No.
You can't.
No.
And I got plenty of room to store my stuff.
Yeah.
So this festival, I know this is they didn't have it last year, but the park is, the recreation area is about 20, 21 years old as far as being run by the state. Is that right? Or is it older than that? I'm confused.
That's about right.
Okay. And had you heard of this before? I mean, because we're in Buncombe County, just the next county up, so.
Well, I actually live on the border of Henderson and Transylvania County, and my husband and I come out mountain biking and swimming and hiking here quite frequently.
So we have mentioned mountain biking, equestrian, and trail hiking, but I didn't know there was any swimming allowed here.
Some of the best swimming in western North Carolina is here in DuPont State Recreational Forest.
You know, at the pools underneath the waterfalls, or in that lake you mentioned? Where are you talking?
Lake Julia is about a 100-acre lake.
And swimming is allowed there?
Swimming is allowed there, and you're usually the only swimmer out there.
Because it's cold water, I bet.
It feels great.
So is that where there used to be a private campground? I mean, a tent campground at one time, or is that another place?
That's where the infirmary for the summit camps.
Really?
See, I used to, when I was on the Muddy Sneakers board, we would come meet there, but that was it is a beautiful lake.
Right. The infirmary, in fact, is the office building that's under renovation right now.
Yeah.
But Lake Julia, it's great.
But you're living up in Henderson, Buncombe County, whatever, Transylvania County. Okay.
Mills River.
It'd be nice to live in the middle of something like this, wouldn't it?
It could be.
Could be. Well, you wouldn't want 1 million people coming through every year in your backyard, I guess. So, pretty impressive numbers here.
You joke about that, but last year, 1.3 million people came to DuPont.
We're not joking, because that is a huge number.
July alone, 200,000.
And, I mean, we've never said on the show, but Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited national park in the U.S.
Absolutely.
And I can't remember the numbers, but, I mean, there are national parks in the country that do not get 1 million visitors.
Correct.
And so here's a state recreational forest that's getting that many plus.
And I know, like, my friends who live around here, I live in Hendersonville, who mountain bike, they try and come out during the week. Mm-hmm. And kind of stay away on the weekends.
Absolutely.
And like just the smart thing to do,
So, are there any trails here for like someone who's not a good mountain biker?
Well, I actually like to refer to my husband and I as the slow spokes.
I like that name.
Based on our age, and if we come to a big hill or that we can't pedal up, we push up it. And if it's too steep going down, we get off and walk.
Smart. Having had many minor accidents on a bike.
But I think in DuPont, you've got all these gravel roads that you aren't going to have motorized vehicles on. So if you're a novice bike rider or even a beginner bike rider, you've got lots of places that you can go. And you might have to get off and push sometimes, but a nice ride from, say, the parking lot here at Guyon Farm, about 5 miles round trip into Lake Julia, go for a swim, picnic, or even go a little bit further to Bridal Veil Falls.
Wow. So can they pick up a trail map at the headquarters or the visitor center?
Absolutely. We've got lots of maps there. We've got visitors staffing a porch so that we're COVID safe. And then over on a different porch, there's a self-help station where you can grab maps. There are big maps up on the wall. Just tear off the map, though, and take it with you. Or take a picture with your phone.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
So just so people know, no wimpy e-bikes out here.
That is correct. Not even pedal assist. And it's not just at DuPont State Recreational Forest. It's at all the state forests. It's also at Pisgah National Forest.
Okay, I didn't know that.
In Pisgah, you're welcome to ride your e-bike on the roads that cars can drive on.
That's what Gary was saying.
If a car can't drive on it, you can't take your e-bike on it.
So it can be a gravel road that a car can be on, correct?
Correct. But here in DuPont, we've got the gravel roads, but it's only Forest Service vehicles that can drive on those. So.
I like that, yeah. Although, at my age, an e-bike sounds kind of nice, but I just soon walk. And I'm good with walking. I like to be in control. Not that
once it's built, those e-bikes can hop on the acoustic trail, I reckon.
Yeah. So is Solly still a biking mecca?
Well,
It is, but once again, that's Great Smokies. That's no e-bikes.
Mm-hmm. Still no e-bikes.
And
there.
what they do at Sally, I believe, you have horses going one way and bikers.
Certain days of the week are horses, and certain days are bikers.
Yeah. And I remember last time I went there was actually someone collecting a fee there. Is that
there? You are. It's an honor system.
Honor system. And right now may change. There's no fee to use DuPont. Is that correct?
There is no fee to use DuPont.
Which could, I think, the 1.3 million or whatever has nothing to do with that. It's the beauty of the place and what's offered here. But people on a budget can't not be free.
That's true.
And there's no camping here. We know that, so don't plan to camp here.
There's no camping. There's also no cooking, no cookouts, no campfires. But if you want to grill out somewhere at a state forest, 5 miles down the road is Holmes Educational State Forest. They've got grills set up. They've got just a beautiful stone shelter with picnic tables, with big fireplaces.
And the trees talk.
And they've got talking trees.
Yeah.
And if you go there to cook out, they'll provide the wood for your fire.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And it's nice. And that's only 5 miles from here. We saw that
only
coming
5
over
miles.
here. Yeah.
Just off of Crab Creek Road.
And so what's the website here if people want to find out more about DuPont Forest? Is there a website? I mean, you're in charge of one, so.
There is a website. It is a fairly minimal website. Just the basics there. And it's just Google DuPont State Recreational Forest, and you will find it.
Okay. So I think the volunteer group had their own website or something.
Friends of DuPont has a very robust website.
And so we've got that info, too. We'll get up there somewhere. Well, so what else can you tell us about either today or the festival here before we wrap this up?
So I think we've had more than 500 people come here today.
It looks like a good crowd. A lot of
nice
vendors.
Mm-hmm. Lots of kids here. We've had Smokey the Bear come out.
I saw. We got a picture of Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear needs extra pay to wear that outfit.
But it's a comfortable day. We're in the shade, but it's probably only in the mid-70s.
It is. It's a great day.
It's a beautiful day.
Just a wonderful day for a festival like this.
And it's normally an every year festival?
They've tried to have it every year. I believe this is their 4th year. Okay. I may not be right about that.
But they did not have one last year because of COVID. So.
Right.
And we wish you well on this job. I can tell you're going to be good at it.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me here on the Mark and Gary Show.
That's right. I like to put my name first.
That's what I wanted to do.
He did.
I was trying to be fair since I said Gary and Mark Show the first time around.
Well, we went alphabetical.
You can see we fight about it.
And we went, we went age first, oldest first. So
I thought it was beauty.
Well, no, whatever. You're leaving both of us out there, but that's why we don't have normal.
We have faces for radio.
That's true.
Yeah, we do.
Anyhow, so
you all look great on the radio.
That's what people say. So we want to thank you for letting us come here today and podcast.
Absolutely, it's great to have you.
Episode 51. So before you leave, we got to thank our. Oh, wait a minute. We have another honor.
We do.
Okay, you got a decal handy?
I do.
Okay, so you are lucky.
Yes.
Because you don't realize it. We are.
Am I a winner?
Better than that. No. Better than that. So we are so popular as podcasters with about 16 fans now. We were asked to start our own university for podcasters. You could be a professor because he's already into all this communication stuff. We are going to make you
a dean
of the Gary and Mark Podcasting University.
Awesome.
If you accept.
Absolutely.
What you get will be a diploma via email.
Perfect.
We had one here that's got Stuart English names on it, and he's not here today.
He pulled a no-show.
He was going to be. He should have left it blank like everybody else's. We'll get your diploma in the email. You have to print it out yourself on parchment or regular bond paper.
Good.
And normally I have a frame called a glassine envelope, but I can give you it at Stuart's. But we do want to give you the decal right here today. And I want to thank you for being there. University people can sign.
She might want to.
We haven't done this very often.
Flaunt the luxury of Rabbit Island Resort.
Probably 30 minutes at max from here. You could go down to Rabbit Island Resort
on beautiful Lake Summit.
Yep, and there's one of our sponsors. They were the creator, Rabbit Island Resorts, of the first timeshare we didn't have to spend any time someplace.
Right. You
just had the sticker to make show off to your friends that you had the money to be a condo and resort, but you didn't have to actually pay anything.
Got it. This will fit my budget great.
Yeah. Well, university will too because there's no tuition.
But I'm a dean, so I would get free tuition
You'll
anyway.
get it anyhow. But you'll get extra protection from Dee Dee ahead of
and
security.
you might get some emeritus stuff.
You never
if we
know. I
figure
like
out
that
how
emeritus.
to spell emeritus.
All right, so we'll make her a
Priority
dean.
parking.
That's right.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? Yeah, you'd be the first one on campus in a while.
Yeah,
So,
okay, good.
all right, we want to thank Rabbit Island. We want to thank
Big Whizz Pocket
Big
Buddy.
Whizz Pocket, Saluda Outfitters,
And Big Green Eddy's
Tap Room, Athletic Brewing Company.
Athletic Brewing Company.
And we got one more. R&D
Meyers,
Brewing Company. LJ Meyers,
Meyers.
Professional White Devil leases.
Yeah.
So, Gary, it's been a good show.
Sure has.
Love being here at DuPont Forest today with our guests.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Yep. And
welcome.
we'll see you soon.
Perfect. Thanks
Bye-bye.
for having me.
Thank you.